Hello everyone. We will continue the topic of the chapter, the lifelines of the Indian economy. Major seaports was our current topic, and in the western coast of India, the different seaports that are doing very well in facilitating the movement of goods, services and people, we discussed yesterday, and we went through from Kandla in Gujarat to Kochi in Kerala, and we covered all the seaports, the major seaports that are in the western coastal line of India. So, continuing with that topic, we are going from downward to upward today. Yesterday we did it from upward to downward. Today we are going from downward to upward. And in the extreme southeast of India, there lies Tuticorin. Tuticorin, that is Tamil Nadu. Very commonly asked in your board examination. Tuticorin, Tamil Nadu, which is a very, very rich area of India as far as the different agricultural products are concerned. Right? So, Tuticorin in Tamil Nadu, it is in the southernest, extreme southernest part of India, and from this port, our cargoes, our ships, they carry goods and services to Sri Lanka, Maldives, etc. After Tuticorin, if we go upward, it is Chennai. It is an artificial port and second largest as compared to Mumbai, the second largest of India. It is an artificial port. It also handles convenient handling of the cargoes of different agricultural producers. Chennai is again well known for its industries and for its agricultural areas. Going upward from the Chennai port, it is Visakhapatnam. It is the landlocked port of India and Andhra Pradesh. And we know that a very good iron ore export area is this, and Visakhapatnam port is doing very well in terms of export and import through this landlocked port. Then we go upward from Visakhapatnam, it is Paradip. It is in Odisha, about which you have read in manufacturing industries also in the previous chapter, and in the map work also we have done Odisha as a very rich mineral, containing mineral resource state. So here we have Paradip and convenient handling of iron ore, convenient handling of the other minerals that are found here, it handles with the help of this port that is known as Paradip. Then we go upward, it is finally Kolkata port as well as Haldia. Haldia port was developed by the dredging of the Hooghly river, because Hooghly river is always flooded. So with the dredging of the Hooghly river, Haldia port, a subsidiary port, a hub port was created, because again Kolkata port was very, very busy, as I told you yesterday about the Mumbai port. So Haldia, in West Bengal, two ports, Kolkata port and Haldia port. So like this, in the eastern coast of India, there lies so many ports. You can very well imagine that India is very fortunate to have two very long coastlines, and through which we are able to carry on, we are able to do our foreign trade, which is about 95% of the total foreign trade of India. Now, you know that because of these coastal lines, western and eastern coast, it is very convenient for India to have all those transportation systems which are fuel friendly, environmental friendly, and in all we can save our transportation cost for different products, and we can earn a lot of foreign exchange. However, in this transportation also we have no such challenges, except that the ports, that the harbors, they are repaired time to time very carefully, so that our foreign, because foreign trade is a barometer to know the growth and development of a country. It is a measurement, foreign trade, because it not only provides movement of goods and services and people, but it also is very important for the cultural interaction of the people. our culture outside and their culture in our country. So this is very, very important for us, and that is why we are able to carry on our foreign trade with the help of all these ports. The next transportation system, day by day becoming very, very popular in our country, that is airways. Airways was nationalized in India in 1953. Airways has its own importance as far as the comparison between airways and other modes of transportation is concerned. Airways is the most prestigious, very convenient, and the fastest mode of transportation as far as India is concerned. The northeastern part of India, again and again I tell you that this is the most beautiful part of India, the northeastern part, full of forests, full of greenery, dissected reliefs, hilly areas. These are the border areas also, and as well as there are mountains, there are passes, etc. So, maintaining the natural beauty of this area, the northeastern part of India, maintaining its natural beauty, not touching the different natural vegetations over there, airways has made it possible for the people and for their goods and services to move from one place to another very conveniently, because without touching these natural vegetation, without touching our natural heritage, airways have become very, very convenient in northeastern part. And you will be very pleased to know that here even the cost of air travel has been very, very affordable. Why? Because this is a very important means of transportation over there, because I told you there are very less road, there are very less railways, because again to maintain our heritage, to maintain our natural heritage and our vegetation. So it has been very affordable in northeastern part of India. Now, when in 1953, when this was nationalized, when airways was nationalized, airways work in two ways, public sector and private sector. There is, in the public sector, there is Indian Airlines. In private sector, there are more than 63 private air flights are there. Private flights are they, and they are also operating international flights. Correct? So this is working very well in India. There are so many airports in the country operating domestic flights as well as the international flights. However, this airways suffers with a few problems, a few challenges. Although in the recent decades, the tickets of the air travel have been kept very affordable, but even then it is a bit costly as compared to the other modes of transportation, a bit costly. So most of the people cannot afford to travel by air. And secondly, these airways, they are very challenging at the time when there is climatic variation, when there is climatic change, particularly during the winters when this is foggy, or when it is excessive rain, when there is fog, then most of the flights, they are cancelled, and that causes lots of inconvenience to the passengers. So these are the only two challenges before this airways. Otherwise, airways is doing very well in India. Time to time new airports have come up, very convenient airports at very convenient places where people they feel very easy to move from one place to another. They have been developed since independence, and it is doing very well in terms of carrying passengers, carrying goods and services, particularly carrying those goods which are perishable or which are very delicate, or carrying those things which are very, very sophisticated. So this is doing very well in terms of its trade as well as in terms of carrying the passengers. So our transportation topic, the topic concerning the transportation is over at airways, and we quickly switch over to our next topic, which is the topic of your interest, the interest of the students, that is communication. Communication. First of all, the importance of communication. You yourself know very well about communication. What is this type of communication which is going on just now? It is mass communication. I am speaking, so many of you are listening to me. So this is mass communication. Communication has been there even when the civilizations began. When there were no scripts, when there was no language, when there was no vocabulary, even then people used to communicate with each other through gestures, through signs and symbols. They used to communicate with each other. That means communication had been with us since long, time immemorial, since time immemorial. The communication system had been with us. However, communication can be of different types. It can be oral communication or written communication. Oral communication again can be of two types: face-to-face communication as well as telephonic communication. Written communication again can be of different types. In written communication, we can write letter, we can send greeting cards, good wishes to our well-wishers, or written communication can be in the form of newspapers, mass written communication in the form of newspapers, etc. Mass communication, even in oral communication, mass communication applies, the one giving speech and the others are listening. Oral mass communication. So communication have different types. India's post and telegraph system is the largest in the world. It is a matter of pride for us. Post and telegraph have been developed very far and wide. Different types of channels are available in mega cities. There are 6 main channels in the mega cities, and time to time people get information about the different activities. So this is the largest in the world. As far as telecom is concerned, it is India's largest in Asia. Correct? So these are things to be proud, to feel proud that India stands very well as far as communication is concerned. These communication, when we talk of personal communication and mass communication, it differs. Personal communication, when personally people are communicating with each other. Whereas mass communication is concerned, mass communication has become so important that it has entered in the branch of a knowledge. People take training of mass communication and they get job in different mass communication sectors like newspapers, radio, television, etc. Tomorrow, we will stress upon the topics of communication. We will classify the personal communication and the mass communication. We will discuss about the different means of personal and mass communication available with us, and we will also discuss that what is the present trend in India about the communication and how it affects our life in general and our economic life in particular. Till then, it is a very good bye from me.